Welcome back to the 30-day beginner yoga challenge. We're on day 22 today and we're going to focus on camel pose. We're going to start lying down. So lie yourself down on your back. Legs can be out straight or knees can be bent. Turn your palms up. Feel your back rested, feel your shoulders drop down. And we'll do our breathing here in this position. So focusing on the breath. As you inhale, feel the breath get sent down into the abdomen. Feel the abdomen lift. And then feel the chest lift. As you exhale, feel your whole body relax. Feel everything drop to the floor. Feel everything let go. Take one more breath here, lying down on your back, and then we'll start to move the body. Start moving your fingers and your toes, start circling around your ankles and your wrists, and then reach your arms up overhead, full body stretch, big stretch. If you can't reach your arms out straight, then you can cross them over and hold on to opposite elbows. And then hug your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around the legs, have a rock from side to side. Coming back to the centre, take your hands onto your knees, pull your knees towards your chest, and then push your knees away. And then just keep doing that. So you feel the hips start to tilt one way and then the other. Feel your lower back push down and lift up. And then draw some big circles in the air with your knees. Keep your big toes together. Circle your knees around in opposite directions and then bring them back together. And then do one more that way and then do two back the other way. Hug your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg up into the air. Flex your foot. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly send your left leg down to hover above the floor. So kick your left foot away from you and squeeze your right knee in and up. Then bring your left leg back up, hug your left knee in, switch over. So extend your right leg up into the air, flex your foot, big inhale to prepare. As you exhale, slowly lower to hover, extending through the foot the whole time. So kicking through the heel. And then hug your left knee in and up. So left knee and right foot moving in opposite directions. Inhale as we come back up. Hug your knees back in. Have a rock from side to side. And then we're going to do bridge pose. So feet come to the floor. Walk them in so you can touch the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Make sure everything's hips distance. So feet and knees in line with the hips, thighs parallel. Tuck the hips under, squeeze the core, lift the tailbone, draw your belly button up. Inhale, slowly lift, push your feet firmly to the floor, lift your hips. Exhale, roll slowly back down, piece by piece. Lower back staying long the whole time, hips coming down last. Do two more of those, so rock the hips back, engage the core. Inhale, slowly lift up into the air. Exhale, slowly roll all the way back down. One more time. Inhale as you lift. Going to hold at the top just for a breath. Push your feet firmly down. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the inner thighs together. Engage the glutes. Tuck the tailbone under. And then roll slowly, slowly back down. Keep the lower back long. Rock your knees from side to side. And then bring them back to the centre. Going to take the hands onto the backs of the thighs and rock along the spine. So do a couple of little rocks. Gradually getting a bit bigger. And then either rock all the way up or you can just roll onto one side, push yourself up. Going to come onto hands and knees. Do our cat-cows. So Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, chest coming forwards, roll your shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades apart, pull the belly button up. And then just keep going at your own pace, so just listen to your breath. As you breathe in, you do your cow pose. As you breathe out, you do your cat pose. Breathing in, stretching out the front of the body. Breathing out, stretch out your back. So our camel pose is a deep back bend. It's a slightly more advanced posture. So we're going to really fully warm up our back and our spine, and then we're going to go in gradually. I'm going to give you lots of different options. Make sure you listen to your body and you stop where it feels good for you. So it's not about doing the full pose today, it's about building up to it. It's about tuning in with your body, listening, and doing what's going to be the best for you today. So do one more each way. Come back to neutral. And then tuck the toes up into downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back, slide the shoulders down. You can pedal out the feet if you want to. Squeeze up the front of the legs. Look forwards. Inhale, step forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sweep the arms up as the hips come down. Exhale, back up into mountain. Roll your shoulders back, stand tall. We're going to do some spine rolls. So soft knees, inhale. As you exhale, chin to chest. Slowly, slowly roll yourself down. Arms and head hanging heavy. Take a breath in your forward fold. Feel your upper body relax. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly roll back up again. Stand tall. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Final spine roll all the way down. Take your hands to the floor. Release your head. Maybe shake your head a couple of times. Nod your head. And then step back to hands and knees. So kneel yourself up so your hips are above your knees. We're going to do our first variation of our camel pose. Tuck your toes under. If your knees are sensitive, then you can pop something underneath, or you can fold your mat like this, and then you've got 3 mats thickness underneath your knees. So we're going to inhale, stretch the right arm up into the air, lift up through your chest, take your gaze upwards, and hold there, left hand just on the side of the thigh. Stretching up, keep everything upright so you're not leaning out to the side. Keep your spine straight, but then just bending back. And then come back to upright. Inhale, stretch your left arm up into the air. Go slightly back behind the head, lift up through the chest. Keep the hips tucked under, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes, pull up through the abdominals, lift up through the chest. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. When we do our camel pose, make sure your head doesn't go all the way back. Come back to upright. Relax the shoulders down, and then we're going to try both hands together. So inhale, arms lift, tuck the hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Keep the lower back long. Stretch up and out of your chest. Lift your chin and hold there. Squeeze the arms together, shoulders relaxed. Pinkies turning slightly in, and then come back to upright. So when we do our camel pose, you want to remember all those points. Hips tucked under, glutes engaged, hips pushing forwards. You want to ideally have your hips above your knees and not back here. You want to be lifting up and over. So it's more of an extension through the front. So you're just making the front of your body long rather than compressing in the back. So lifting everything up and then tilting backwards. So we're going to do one more on each side, and then we're going to do both arms again. So inhale, right arm stretches up and over. This time, see if maybe your left hand can find your left heel and hold there. Make sure you aren't dumping down your weight into your left hand. You've still got that core engagement, you're still lengthening your back. So maybe just touch fingertips. And then come back up. Inhale, left arm stretches up and over. Push the hips forward, squeeze the legs. Maybe your right hand can touch your heel. Lift up through the chest. And then come back up. And then inhale, both arms lifting up overhead. Pausing there, keeping that length. And then back to upright. We go on to hands and knees and do our cat-cows again. So inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Nice big cat stretch, that should feel really good. So just go with your breath again, listen to your body. Notice how that felt, and that's going to give you a good idea of which option you're going to do today. So with the back bends, you don't want to force them, you don't want to overdo it, you want to build up gradually. You want to make sure you've got the core strength to protect your lower back. And you want to make sure you're coming in and out of the poses safely. So one more each way. And then kneel yourself back up, rolling up, roll the shoulders back. We're going to bring hands to chest this time. Tuck the hips under, release the shoulders, roll the shoulders back, so shoulder blades coming together, and then tops of the shoulders coming down. Engage your core, push the hips forwards, and then imagine your thumb is attached to your chest and you're just lifting your arms up, but the chest is going with the arms. Holding there. Try to make the bend as high as you can, so higher up in the spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up through the chest, and then come back to upright. We're going to come into child's pose. So big toes together, knees apart, sit yourself back, slide down, release the head, settle in, maybe have a shuffle from side to side, move your chest from side to side. Take some nice big breaths. And then roll slowly back up. And we're going to do our full camel pose now. So, kneeling up. If you have any back injuries, back issues, tightness, tension, pinching, anything in your lower back at all, I want you to either do hands to the chest again, or do one arm and then the other arm. For those that feel okay, tuck your toes under, tuck the hips under, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forwards, start to lengthen through the front of your body, take your arms back behind you, and then maybe you stop here, maybe you go a little further, maybe you can take your hands onto your heels. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, and hold there. So we're just going to hold for 2 deep breaths. If you feel like you need to come out already, then you can. Big breath in and out, roll the shoulders back. Make sure you really listen to your body. Like I said before, do the option that feels best for you. Slowly come up with lots of control. So squeeze the legs, squeeze the core. Roll up. And then take your hands down and we're going to thread the needle. Turn your right palm up. Inhale. As you exhale, thread that arm underneath the left. Twist yourself around. Rest your head and your shoulder down. And pause there. Take some nice long deep breaths. Inhale yourself back up. Find hands and knees. Turn the left palm up. Inhale. As you exhale, slide your hand underneath the right. Twisting away. Drop your head and your shoulder down. Take a few deep breaths. Come back up onto hands and knees, and then into child's pose. Fold yourself over. We're going to do a slightly different variation, knees a little bit closer, and then hands back by the feet, so more rounded in the back. Resting your head on the floor, or if your head doesn't reach the floor, make two fists with your hands, and then rest your forehead on your hands. So you're tucked up into a little ball. Feel the shoulders just slide down, slide the shoulder blades slide apart. Elbows hanging heavy. Two more deep breaths. And then slowly roll yourself up. Roll the shoulders back. Sit yourself tall, cross legs. Take your hands down by your sides. Take your head over towards your left shoulder. Make a fist with your left hand. And then just lightly rest your hand on your head. So there's no downward motion, there's no pressure. It's just like a dead weight resting on your head. And then at the same time with your right hand, you're going to push down towards the floor. So push the heel of your hand down and then hold there. So nice deep stretch down through your neck, through the top of your shoulder. Maybe it's down into the arm as well. And then come back to upright. Take your head over to your right shoulder. Make a fist with your right hand. Rest your hand on your head. At the same time, push your left hand down, push through the heel of your hand. Nice deep stretch on the top of the shoulder, through the neck. Breathe deeply. Release. Take your hands down by your side. You're going to roll the head around one way and back the other way. Take your hands behind you, push your fingertips down, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, look up. And then drop your chin to your chest, take your hands in front, fold over your crossed legs, walk your hands forwards, folding over, feel your whole body rest. And then roll slowly up. As your head lifts, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, stretch your arms out and up. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest to finish. Namaste. Well done for doing today's class. Remember, with these big back bends, you just want to ease into it gently. You want to build up over time. So I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow we are going to focus on goddess pose, or it's also called horse stance. It's like a big wide leg squat position. So we're going to do some work on stretching and opening up the hips and a bit of leg strength tomorrow. So I will see you then. Bye.